Hi, I'm Raging Redhead, and I want to welcome you to Bougie on a Budget. What this channel is about is helping you look bougie without having to spend all that money, because lots of us are on a budget. So, what you're going to need for today is all very affordable products. We're going to focus on makeup today. And what I'll show you first is the brushes that you'll need. I have 3 different brushes from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and e.l.f. is such a great brand because they are so affordable, but their products aren't like garbage. Their products aren't cheap, as in cheaply made. For instance, each of these brushes, I believe, are about $2 each, and you can find them at your local Walmart, or you can order them online. My next set of brushes are actually all from Tarte Cosmetics. I have to look up the prices and put them down here as the video plays, because I can't remember exactly how much they were because they came from 2 different sets. I believe they're only about $10 to $12 each, and they each came with 5 brushes, I believe. So these 2 are from the Mermaid set. This is a highlighter, and then this is a foundation or blush brush or whatever you want to use it for. There's not really any rules in makeup. And this is a concealer and foundation brush. This is from their little star collection. You can also use this as a stamp. What? And this is a contour brush. So again, they don't have to be from Tarte. You can get them from anywhere. For instance, I got my beauty blender from the Dollarama. I live in Canada, and our local big dollar store is Dollarama, so that's where I got this from. And I've also gotten a couple of makeup brushes from Dollarama that worked just fine and haven't fallen apart yet. So again, whatever you're using, there's no rules. You don't have to use the exact same ones as I do. The palette we are using today is Hard Candy. This is a brand that is exclusive to Walmart. I'm fairly certain they would have it in the States as well because it's their brand. And this palette is the Look Pro eyeshadow palette in Blushful Nudes. And I mean, it's a really pretty palette. And we're gonna start with a plain, easy look today because not everyone loves color. We will be doing colorful looks and complicated looks on this channel, but today we're gonna focus with simple. And other than that, let's get into what else we're using. We're using some indie brands today. This is the Crayon Case Eye Primer. I love the Crayon Case. I have several of their products, and their concept is basically school stuff. And it's just so cute. It's just so relatable, and I like to own unique makeup products instead of just the regular old, here's a, bottle. I am using a concealer from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I'm very fair, so I always have a very light concealer. For face prime, I'm using the e.l.f. Tone Adjuster Primer. I think this is about $8. I can't remember how much the Crayon Case one was. Again, any prices I don't mention, I'll just put down below. I'm using CoverGirl Foundation today. Very light. This one is Clean Fresh Skim Milk. I like to use lighter foundations, especially in the summer, because I do dog walking. I own a dog business for a living, and I do dog walking, so I don't always want to have a face caked in makeup. And lastly, for our setting spray, I'm also using another Hard Candy product. This is Glow Sheer Envy Setting Spray in Illuminating Radiant Pearls. And again, I think this is like $8 to $10, and this is really pretty because it leaves a nice little sparkle on your face afterwards. So, get all your products out. We're gonna dive into this palette and chit chat as we get ready. Okay, first step that we're gonna do is you're gonna take your beauty blender and your eye primer. You don't need the beauty blender for the eye primer, or at least I don't use it. Whoops. I never said I was professional. I am not a professional makeup artist, as you can tell. I'm what they call a makeup enthusiast. So I've been doing makeup on myself and trying different styles for a long time. This won't stay like this, by the way. I've been doing it for quite a long time. I'm 32, so. Anywho, as I blend this in and try to not look insane. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so, like I said, there's no rules in makeup. You don't have to have so much years to be good at it. Okay. I hope there might be some people who are at least 30 or above who watch eventually, because me personally, I'm starting to have those lines right here. And I am trying to get rid of them with moisturizer, but this is another thing I'll focus on. Basically not doing something to highlight the fact that you have lines in your face. Yay. Okay, we've done our primer. Letting it sit in. Then we're doing our concealer. You know it's good to go when it's not sticky anymore, by the way. So, as we put this on, a little bit about me. I own a small dog business. I myself have 3 dogs. One is a Shih Tzu named Sheldon. One is a Border Collie Pointer Cross named Oreo. And then the last one is a Formosan Mountain Dog named Trip. And he came to me from China. That's a long story. Maybe I'll tell that one day. But I do dog training. I do dog sitting. Main part is dog walking during the day. And dog sitting, dog training, dog walking. Oh, and daycare. Sorry, I smoke weed, so my memory's like an Etch-a-Sketch sometimes. So, anywho, I used to be getting training from a humane society in Etobicoke, and I don't anymore, but when I was with them, I got a lot of training clients, and a contact of mine asked me if I would take him because there was only one flight going out and they had nowhere to send him. So I said, sure. And that's how Mr. Trip came to me. All right, moving on. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a blending eye brush and you're going to choose a transition shade. And what that usually is a shade that's very matching or just very light to your skin tone, and it's going to make it easier to put other colors over it and blend it. Because I'm white as hell, I'm going to use the shade First Date. The names are on the back of the package, and I'm not gonna lie, that took me a minute to figure out. So I'm going to dip into First Date and just, I know it's a blending brush, but again, there's no rules. This is just going to be faster to get on than a regular eyeshadow brush. You see some people with these insane looks. Not that there's anything against that, but what I want to try and focus on is essentially, what can I wear to work? What can I, why is there glitter going on? I've never used this brush. Interesting. Anyway, you can see the glitter there. Anywho, not that there's anything wrong with that, but not everyone has 2 to 4 to 6 hours to do makeup. That is definitely a luxury. So I am going to try and focus on, obviously I'll do more complicated looks. I'm not going to only focus on bland or plain looks, but I want to try and be realistic, with my looks, or at least put them into categories so you can go through a playlist of looks like, hey, what can I wear to work? Or what can I wear to this kind of party? Or on a first date, where this is where I'm going. That kind of stuff. And again, making you look bougie. Okay. Alright, so I am going to choose this shade, which is First Kiss. Alright. I love this shade, so I'm going to do that. And again, I'm still using the same brush because you're not going to muddy up a light color with a darker color. But when you're going into neutral or darker colors together, you definitely want to either clean your brush or switch brushes, because it will start to blend and look muddy in a way that you don't want it to. So, I don't know how COVID is going for all of you. Thankfully, my business has picked up, but all my clients except for one left because, you know, you're home, you don't need a dog walker. And a lot of people couldn't afford one even if they did need one. But I got really lucky because I did have clients who were working from home, so they were still working and they needed their dogs walked. Sorry, I had to stop for a sec because my boyfriend came home and upset the puppies, so it's kind of hard to film through a bunch of barking. Alright, so you're going to go like that. And fill in your eye just above where it creases. Just above. Then, shockingly, you can do the same to the other eye. So anywho, yes, I hope you're all, back to what I was sort of saying, I hope you're all doing well through COVID. I'm doing much better now after people are starting to go back to work, so they're starting to send their dogs again, thankfully. And, yeah, that's about it. Oh. Almost there. Fun fact, I have a baby squirrel. His name is Peep. On August 4th, my boyfriend and I were walking the dogs. It was stormy that day, but the storm had ended. And a baby squirrel with his eyes still closed on the ground who was squealing. It was by a tree. So we waited for the mom to come around. We waited a couple hours and watched to make sure that no, you know, cat or something was going to come try and eat it. Sheldon! Will be my shih tzu. He's quite vocal. You'll likely hear him. There it is. Sheldon! You're gonna get everybody going! Oh, why would you listen to me? Sheldon! You're gonna catch your own dinner tonight! It is what it is. Okay. What you're gonna do after that is take a separate blending brush, or the same one if you want, like something like this, and you're gonna blend out what you've done. And when you do this, you want to be very light, and you want to just kind of go in circles. And bigger circles. So you get a nice kind of airbrushed look. I saw a poll on Twitter. I think that's why Jim Carrey ended up trending recently. That asked who was better, Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler? And I personally feel Jim Carrey was better. Him was better or funnier? That would be Ace, my daycare dog, who was asleep. And of course, he decided to wake up. Mr. Ace. There we go. Alrighty. Next step. Okay, so for those of you who don't really want to have a dark, kind of smoky look, you can continue on now from this shade to just your lashes, or the next part I'll get to after this shade coming up. But for those of you who want to kind of smoke it out a little bit, I'm going to dip into a slightly darker shade, Uniform, and it says it's called Strapless. So I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, looks like that, and I'm going to pack it on. I apologize if you hear people in the hallway. I live on the first floor of an apartment, right in front of the laundry room. And I usually have music or TV playing so that my dogs don't hear it and go off. So they may hear it and go off. Some people like to start their makeup with using the foundation first, and if you want to do that, all the more power to you. But I personally sometimes will get fallout depending on the palette I'm using, and I don't want to have to redo my foundation or put more on to cover it up, so I do the foundation after. That's my personal choice. Anywho, we will get that on there. So, back to Jim Carrey trending, being better than Adam Sandler. Not that I don't like Adam Sandler. I really do. He is funny. Well, he was funny. Especially in his Adam Sandler. I mean, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. Oh my god, those are freaking classics. But I mean, Jim Carrey was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and I'm all about animals. Okay, so I know this looks ridiculous right now, but trust me, it'll come together. Just trust me. Okay. Oh, it is a little bigger on this side, I see. Oh, like that. Fall's coming up, and I'm so ready for it. It's not that I hate the heat. I love the heat. I will never complain about the heat. Bring it on. All the heat, all of it. But I do love the fall, especially the colors. And no shame, I'm a pumpkin spice bitch. I don't even care. Because it's such a good flavor. Oh my god, pumpkin everything. Alrighty, now we're going to blend. Okay, take your blending brush. Stick with your circles. Or go up and down. I don't like up and down as much as doing circles because I feel like it just takes the makeup off. I love doing makeup now so much more than when I was in high school, mainly because of false lashes. As you'll see when I'm done, I look much different than this because you can't see my eyelashes very well because I'm a redhead and they're very light. So when I put black on them, it obviously it's a lot more noticeable than when I don't have it on. I also like to dot to really get the colors in. I don't know if there's a name for this, but I just call it dotting. Anywho, I remember being in high school and taking a good hour, just an hour on my eyelashes because I was very particular about it. I want them to look all the same, all fanned out. And oh my god, would I obsess over it. But as I've gotten older, I will say that I have become much more, I guess you would say, secure and confident in myself. To the point where I'm willing to get on camera with no makeup on, because believe me, you couldn't have paid me enough to be on camera without makeup on when I was in high school. Oh, I thought that was just my whole identity. Because I thought I looked so different and horrible without it. Now it's just like, pfft, judge me. Okay. Make sure they're even. My mirror for the ring light's up there, that's why I keep looking in that way. If I'm not happy with it, I like to use my finger very, very lightly. Move it from side to side. Especially on this side, I don't like how it turned out. think I want to add just a little bit of shimmer to this look. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm using Makeup Revolution. I got this at Shoppers Drug Mart. I also think they sell it at Walmart in Canada and I believe the States. And this is their highlighter palette, the Self X collection, I believe. Anywho, I'm going to take a very light color with my pinky and use it to just sweep it across with it. And then you take a different finger and blend the two together. And it just makes it look a little more seamless. As opposed to this. Yeah, this will look, you know, full. This looks a little more even, blended. It is a Sunday today. I unfortunately have a broken part of my ankle that is affecting my ability to walk because at the dog park, one of the rules is that if your dog makes a hole, you are supposed to cover it back up so that another dog doesn't run over it and hurt his paw, or a dumbass like myself who wasn't paying attention doesn't step in it, snap her tendon, and have a piece of bone taken with it. So, now I'm on an air cast for 2 weeks. But anyway, my boyfriend's been great at taking over the business entirely until I can get better, because after the 2 weeks I get to go to a sports doctor rehab place. I don't know. I just hope I'm not affected too bad by it. Thank God I didn't need surgery. Anywho, let's add some shine to this. I am feeling this color right here. Oh, maybe I should actually put it on the camera. Yeah, okay, there. It is called So Sassy. Just so sassy. And I'm gonna put it in the crease there because it's bugging me the way it laid down. And I thought it looked a little blotchy, so I'm going to add that. The last thing you want to look like is like you have a black eye or something. That's not a look we're going for. Do the same to the next side. And again, just pack. And when they say pack, they mean pat down like that. Go slow if you need to. If you're just starting out, you can just pack very slowly. But as you get better, you will be able to do it faster. Why not? I don't know if you can hear the people in the hallway. I'm just praying to God that the dogs don't start. There we go. See, nice and nice. And I personally don't find that that's the look I'm about to do. And again, blend with your finger. I don't think the look I'm about to do is like inappropriate for an office position or anything. But I guess that would be up to you to judge, knowing your workplace. I mean, you can realistically wear this anywhere, in my opinion. No matter what field you work in, or if you're going out with friends or on a date. I think this look could, I believe, work anywhere. But I wanted to put emphasis on the fact that I don't see Boss Man complaining about looking like a clown or wearing too much makeup, because I used to have those complaints when I was younger. I did not. I was really happy. I went to an interview and I had so much makeup on and I didn't get the job. Shocking, I know. And I had so much makeup on and the interviewer told me, you know, just a tip, that's something a lot of employers don't like to see. And, you know, just as a tip to yourself, sorry, I'm just fixing up the gray. I feel like it's not laying down right there. And it's bugging me. Anywho, the woman who interviewed me was just basically saying that if you wear a lot of makeup all the time and you're going to a special occasion, like let's say, you know, you're going out for dinner or something, then how are you gonna, you know, look more fancy for the dinner? And it was a good point to make, but also that you don't want to look, you don't want to show up to work looking like you're ready to go out to the club type of mentality. And as shitty as it is to be judged by the way you look in that capacity, at the moment it is part of the real world, and you can either go against it and have the possibility of being jobless. Why are you not laying down? That's why I just went over everything I did. So, anyway, moving on. We are going to, I think I'm ready for the lashes now. And that means I have to pick a pair. Want to see my lash drawer? This is my lash drawer. I have lots to choose from. Like I said, I like lashes by companies that do unique packaging, especially Glamlight. Oh my, I love Glamlight, and I can't wait to get my donut palette. But what to use for today is the real question, so let's dive in. Okay, I decided on the Crayon Case. Add lashes, the purple calculator. I think it's such a cute concept. It's an indie brand. You can find them on Twitter, on Instagram. Again, the Crayon Case. It's the same company of the primer that I used. And I'm going to use these top ones. Now, I think a lot of people who aren't used to them can be a little intimidated by false lashes. And I understand why. I used to be too. But the thing about them is practice definitely makes perfect. Like, you can't get better at this unless you keep going. I'm trying not to mess up the lash as I get it out. Oh my! There we go. So, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and I'm convinced that these people on Instagram who just, you know, pop it on with their tweezers and then they're done, they're full of shit, okay? I don't think that you can, as long as I've been doing this, I've never been able to just pop it on and just be fine with a pair of tweezers or the glue or whatnot. So, I'm just gonna do it on camera, no breaks. So, you can see at least how I do it, and you can laugh along with me. So, of course my makeup case isn't on me. I have to trim the lashes, so I will be right back. So I gotta trim these. Okay, I trimmed my lashes. You want to trim them to fit your eye shape. I find I only have to trim off the ends, and they're good. And the glue I'm using is Duo. Now, I find that there's an indie brand that has a way better glue, and it should be here soon because I've ordered 5 bottles of it. And that one I find is the best one. It dries so quick, it keeps the hold long. Oh, it's amazing. But right now I'm using Duo, the clear glue, and just wanna flail it around for, I don't know, 15 seconds. And away we go. Having fake nails does not make this easier, by the way. And then I just push up lightly. I focus on the corners first because those guys usually don't want to stay. Like I said, I don't use a tweezer. You don't want to glue your skin to the friggin' band either. Surprisingly, I did this in one go because usually I have to peel off a little bit, put a little more glue. So, yay. And yeah, I push up to get more of a flare out of them, basically. Instead of using a eyelash curler. I've never owned or used an eyelash curler a day in my life. Even when I was just doing mascara, I just kept going up. Alrighty. So now what you want to do is you want to fill in this area. I know, Ace. You want to fill in that area black to match this. That's Ace, my daycare dog. He's upset because his best friend, which is my boyfriend, isn't here right now. Oh god, it's perfect to him. I'm going in with the Crayon Case shirt. Sheldon, sharp me, and I'm gonna fill this in and quiet my dogs. So yeah, this is from the Crayon Case again. Ace, do you want a makeover? Oh man, Mr. Ace. Ace, come here, bud. Ace, come. Come say hi to people, okay? Come. Hi. Get over here. Get your nose on camera. Come here. 8. Oh, say hi. Join the fun, Ace. I know. I know. Petting him and putting this on at the same time. Why not? Things I do for you, Ace, my buddy boy. Down. Really try not to get it in your eye because that stings like a bitch. I try not to use mascara on the lashes unless I don't like the shape they've taken after gluing them. Because I like to keep the lashes in the state that they essentially came in as long as I can. Sheldon, really, dude? Why not? There. And then you repeat with the next side. Yes. Yeah! Okay, now that our lashes are on, we are going to use the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer all over our face. Be a little more pump for that drive-in of a forehead I have. I really shouldn't be pulling my eyes. I should be patting because doing this causes wrinkles. I feel like Kevin in Home Alone. Ah! Okay. Wait for that to set in. And we can continue with our concealer and foundation. Yes. Oh, my squirrel Peep is awake. Just chewing on his fake popcorn. Squirrels need to gnaw to keep their teeth healthy. Maybe I'll let you guys meet him after I'm done my foundation. So I used the tip of the Beauty Blender to get right in there. And I find what helps is to look up and get your concealer in there like that, and we blend it in. Okay, I'm gonna take my highlighter brush, and this step is more for anyone who deals with under the eye lines, like this. I am using e.l.f. eye setting powder. I'm gonna dip my highlight brush in there. And I'm just gonna lightly push in, because that should kind of fill in. You see how it's kind of not as pronounced? That's supposed to just give your wrinkles, fine line, whatever you want to call it, a little bit of a piece to hide, basically. Alright, now we are ready for our bottom shade, which I'm thinking is going to be Class Act right here. So, I'm going to Class Act with my blending brush. There we go. Nice and light. Looking up helps too. Helps just kind of make it a little more even. And what I like to do is go just beneath my wrinkle. You honestly color in your bottom eye as much or as little as you want to in regards to how far down you're gonna go. It's really a personal preference. All I can hear is my squirrel keep up there messing around. I'll let you meet him before the end of the video. Trust me. And you see, you do your foundation before you put on your bottom eye color, and you don't really have to worry about falling as much, especially from the top. So, like I said, no rules in makeup. What are you doing in there? Oh, if you want to come out, okay. Come on out. Let's see if you cross over here. Don't push anything off there, buddy. He likes to throw shit at me. Typical squirrel. Alrighty. Then, I'm going to take a bigger blending brush. Like that. And I'm just going to sweep it like that. So again, it looks more airbrushed and not like someone just stamped eyeshadow on you. Alrighty. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Glam Girl right here. And I'm going to just put it in the middle. Just right under there. Just to add a little something. A little something, something. Again, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. Doesn't really matter how like perfect it is. As you see, mine is far from perfect at the moment. As it's me. Again, take your blending brush and just go a little further than where you actually put it. Like, you see how I put it right here? You just sweep a little further in each direction to blend it. I think there's more on this side than the other one. That's better. And to be honest, we're done with this palette. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And what I'm gonna do is take my same Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. Sorry, I keep paying attention to Pete. And there's no shade names for these. So I'm going into this bright ass purple. Blow it on my finger and just dabbing it in the middle. Move it around a bit so it looks a little faded instead of just, again, shouldn't look just stamped on. Oh! So as you can see, I have a little eyeshadow there. Relax, peep. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend that right out. Because we are not about to ruin this foundation. Okay, so that's your eyes done. Again, so easy, such a light look. And if you wanted to add mascara to the bottom, I tend to use, this is Wet n Wild Volume. And just very light. I don't feel like doing mascara on the bottom today, so I'm gonna leave that out. But it is very good. And now, for the blush. I believe today, since I've already used so much of their stuff, why not pull out the the Crayon Case's Watch Me Blush palette. Okay, I'm going in with my contour brush. It has a little bit of dog hair on it because I have a zoo. I've got 3 dogs, 2 cats, 1 squirrel, and 1 hamster who came last week and decided to just walk up on my porch, walk into my place like he owed rent. So he stayed, and if you head over to my Twitter, you can see the mega palace hamster cage that I got him. Okay, so Watch Me Blush from the Crayon Case. I'm going into Cobbler. Now I'm going very lightly because it's a very neutral shade. And I'm placing my contour brush with the fat end up because I want it to start big and go smaller. And just dab. What did I tell you though? How much difference do the lashes make on me because you can't see mine? Okay, that's nice and light. Peep, are you gonna come make an appearance on camera, bud? I think everyone would love to see ya. You're too busy playing cliffhanger right now. I've got a cage and a carrier for him. And oh, it's a little darker. The carrier is on top of the cage and both are open, so he's got like a 2-level situation going on. Okay. Just trying to pull it down like that because I did put it on a little dark here. That's not too bad though. One day I'll get brave and I'll use like this color. Okay. There we go. Back to the blush. I think we're good. Yeah, I think that's good. Now what I like to do is if I feel like it's gone too far in here, I take my powder brush with no dog hair on it, my apologies, and I just sweep one side and then the other side. And it just make it a little more airbrush looking. I'm just basically pushing it off and pulling it in, just like that. So it just is a little more seamless. Okay, time for highlighter. Okay, time to highlight. Just trying to figure out what color I want to use. I think I'm going to stick with the more toned down one. Just a little bit. And what you want to aim for is this spot right here and just a little bit up here. So I like to make a little C motion. Just a little sweeping C motion. Dab up. To get it a little closer to your eye here. And there you go. Again, if you don't see, I don't like how you can see it here, like the difference, so I'm gonna blend a little bit. Make sure not to wipe off my eyeshadow. Yes! And again. Little C. Or an awkward J. Alrighty. Because you're supposed to highlight all the way up here. That's what I like to do. Again, you can pull it as far down as you want. And then your forehead. I've got a gigantic forehead, so I need to use more highlighter than most. And what do I have here? Fine lines. Wrinkles. I have wrinkles. At a 32. Again, if you put too much on, like I have, use your powder brush. Yo! Much better. Got a dab. The tip of the nose. Cupid bow. Tap, tap. And then down here. Highlight your double chin. Just own it. Say I indulge the bulge. Okay. That's done. Oh, now it's time to decide lip gloss or lipstick. But I want gloss. I want gloss today. So I picked this up yesterday. This is Maybelline. It's called Lifter. In shade Moon 003. And I'm assuming by lifter they mean something to do with pumping the lips. But I didn't actually... it smells sweet, like vanilla sweet. But I didn't read what it was about. I don't have much of a top lip, so it doesn't make an appearance very often. You're not seeing things. I barely have a top lip. And then watch what happens when it smiles. Gone. Oh, like I said, guys, own it. Don't be ashamed of something that you may not like about yourself or on your body. I mean, obviously, you want to try and better yourself if someone's telling you, you know, that you're a dickhole. But in general, beauty insecurities, just own them. Just own them. I know I don't have a top lip. I'm not going to overline. I'm going to own it. Okay, last. From Hard Candy. I'm so professional. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Otherwise it's not going to come out even. And watch. I'm hoping you can see on camera what it does, because it really brings a little more illumination to your skin. I'm going to overdo it so you can see it on camera. I don't think you can. Anywho, it sets your makeup, gives you a nice dewy glow, and it goes on your chest to kind of, you know, illuminate the ladies, if that's your prerogative, which it is mine. What can I say? Alrighty, so that's the look. Very easy, very cheap. I think I got this lip gloss for I don't know, $8 at Shoppers. Again, Maybelline sold at Shoppers, it's sold at Walmart. So whether you live in Canada or the US, I'm pretty sure most options that I opened up today and showed you are available in both places. Paper, you gotta come say hi. Come here, you. Ow. Ow. Come here. Come. This is Peep, everybody. This is my squirrel. And he's a good squirrel. He's much more jumpy nowadays. He's trying to learn how to jump. And in the spring, we shall let him go. Say hi, Peep. He's my beauty squirrel. He'll make an appearance every now and then. Right? You want to go back up and chew your nuts? Go. Okay, go. Thank you. All right. I know my hair is a mess. Real talk, I don't do hair. You're not going to see any hair tips here. You'll see things basically like makeup and nails. These, for instance, were from Kiss, I believe, which is also sold at Walmart. There's super glue press-on nails. They range in between $8 to $13 depending on what style you get. So again, doesn't take much to look decent on a budget. Any questions, please leave them below. And if you want to hear me elaborate on anything I talked about today, again, leave it in the comments below. I hope my next video will be either telling you guys and showing you guys how good the Bella & Co. eye glue is, the eyelash glue, because I've got that coming, and their setting spray, which I can't wait to review because it's got really good reviews on Twitter. And I'm hoping that my donut palette will arrive by then from Glamlight. She's also releasing a new collection very soon that got pushed back to from COVID. A lot of people are speculating it's a sherbet ice cream, pastel-y type palette. Either way, I love everything she released so far. I don't see why that would be any different. Anywho, I'll see you next time. Raging Redhead here. I hope you like the look. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next video.